This video is a little different. I am shooting some footage again. It's not just my big fat face going to be talking to you the whole time. I'm asking for some comments because today I'm kind of going through some things I do here at the college. Some of the challenges I face, and plus me hurting myself from time to time. But I'd like to give a shout out to some people because I'm asking for comments in this video about some things that I face and challenges and things, and I'd like to hear from you. So I do read your comments. Daniel, I'd like to say I'm glad you enjoyed the channel and you find me that you find my crazy sense of humor enjoyable and it makes you laugh. And John, no, I haven't forgot about the fans. I feel weird saying I have fans, man. I'm just your guy, man. It's just out here doing the grind, trying to do my things. This is really funny. Let's see. Somebody said they like to tip about my negativity things that I talk about, how negativity things affect us. Yes, I try to talk about a lot of different things and do different things. I like to keep this thing real about things that we face every day. Matthew, I'd like to thank you for watching and commenting. Madfish Adventures, I appreciate you. I think it's Calvin. I appreciate you for watching also. And Richard, yes, I'm glad that you're very encouraged about what you're doing as well. I just said some of those things to let you guys know that, yeah, I'm paying attention to what you're saying. And I know I do a lot of talking on here. Sometimes I just sit and talk about things, but I get things on my mind, and a lot of times it doesn't come out the way that I want it to. But things are just real the way they are. So I hope you find today's video, I don't know how helpful it'll be, but maybe entertaining as I go through some things that I'm just kind of doing here and some things that I challenge, and me hitting myself in the temple with the chair back in the floor. Yeah, I will explain that in a moment. So it's first thing Monday morning, and they have this is cafeteria bathrooms, and the public comes in, and they have lunch here on Sundays. It's open to the public. It only helps the cafeteria survive, I guess, a little more, but kind of reminds me of working in the school with this kind of stuff. But I really give these bathrooms a really good clean on Monday mornings because after the public comes in. So that's what we're fixing to do right now. If you notice, this closet right here has no sink, and that is a bummer, especially being in a cafeteria area, having to go all the way back in the kitchen and the sink. Anyway, this closet not having a sink is just like not good. No, I do not have it set up. This is one of my many closets I have, and it's kind of a community closet. That guy comes in here and wants to steal my garbage bags all the time, so I have to hide them. So I'm thinking about building me some shelves in here with some doors on them for the lock. You may notice some of these. Some of you guys may use these urinal screens or whatever in your urinals, your commodes. You said, well, how often do you change those? Well, payday, we get paid once a month. I don't know how everybody else gets paid, but I'd say once a month. So when I know payday's coming around, it's time to change the old urinal screens. Well, how do I go about changing urinal screens? Well, I don't just ram my gloved hand down in there because I'm just not all about that. I usually just take like a really stiff paper clip, straighten it out, hook it, or you can get you like some prongs of some kind, grabbers or something, and just pick those things up and throw them in the garbage, because that's just nasty. I guess you all could answer this in the comments, but this is a rubberized floor. It looks like wood, and this stuff's getting really popular here where we are. And I like it, but I don't like it because it pulls really hard when you have to hand mop it. I mean, you're in a bathroom where this is, and there's certain places you can't get auto scrubber. And this stuff, man, it'll give you a workout. And I am using a microfiber mop It's really wide. And that thing really grabs, but I tell you what, it's definitely getting some dirt off the floor more than just a regular cotton rayon type mop, that's for sure. But any of y'all dealing with this kind of floor, give me a comment down there and tell me about it. How do you handle this? Or you just deal with it? And as you can see, we have a lot of it. The good thing about this part right here is we got a part-time guy that comes in here and runs an auto scrubber a couple days a week in these areas in there in the dining room. And while I'm pointing at them glass doors right there, those come out of the cafeteria. Sorry, I'm getting my coffee cup. Coming out of the cafeteria. Those suckers, I don't know why we have door handles on glass doors or any door. People don't use them. They'd rather put their hand on the glass. I've cleaned that like twice a day. Not complaining, it's just kind of interesting at how messy it can get. But as we continue, this room right here is a kind of a room that the public uses. And sometimes, and it's used for different meetings, but it also has all this rubber floor. So we have a lot of rubber floor. I know we got, and when I worked in the public school system, they was putting some of this in some of the classrooms. One good thing about it, we didn't have to strip and wax it. Just went in there and done a regular good deep cleaning of it every summer, and we was done with that. I don't know if any of y'all use these Hort vacuum cleaners. These things are the loudest things I ever seen in my life. Yes, they will suck a bowling ball. I ain't tried it, but anyway, commercial says they will. But as loud as it is, I don't doubt it. But God, they're obnoxious. Torpedo. Biggest challenge is working in a college like this, an environment, having different places to go, is like rainy days like today. Moving from place to place, trying to stay dry, trying to stay warm. Is a really, really big challenge. That's something that I'm not that used to. The biggest challenge I had with getting outside when I worked in the school was taking garbage out. So sometimes I jump in my vehicle, but sometimes I get wetter jumping in my vehicle, trying to get in and out of it to get from building to building, and just grab an umbrella and a raincoat and just walking. Just depends on if the wind's blowing. The building you see in the background behind me, I shot on a video a few weeks ago, is a building I'm fixing to get probably within the next week, that they have just totally gutted out and renovated. And it is an office building. And my question to y'all is, in your comments, this is something all new to me. I've had offices, but not offices. There's gonna be a kid or student hangout area in here. Basically, I was more or less set up for studying, but I don't get to come in early like a lot of the other custodians do, because I have to get my kids to school. So there's always going to be somebody in that building when I'm here. Some of them work later hours, so there's always somebody in there. So I don't know how this is going to work yet, as far as getting in there and trying to vacuum offices with a rear end sitting in a desk, at a desk all the time. And I hear they don't like to be disturbed and all that kind of stuff. Well, we're just going to have to see how that works out. But anyway, comment about how, if you have a lot of offices, y'all that work at universities, hospitals, different places like that, how do you deal with that? What is your strategy on cleaning? Because I'm willing to take all the suggestions I can get. I made some of my very first videos is we're never too old to learn. And I learn from people all the time. And that's what this channel is about, is helping each other out and learning from each other. So hit me up. Okay, it's Friday morning, and what I do on Fridays is there's nobody here much. There are people always here. There's always an instructor somewhere, or a student's got to come talk to that instructor or something, because they kind of swap out on Fridays. Like this morning, I went in my buildings. I was like, I'm mopping my halls today. I don't have auto scrubbers in all my buildings, so halls are not that bad. These are kind of very short halls compared to what I used to be used to. But, you know, got one mop this morning. They had a fall festival thing here last night. Then here comes the instructor down the hall from the outside, wet wheels raining outside with a cart. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm gonna flip the camera around here. This room right here, yesterday it was raining, so everything that I did, I'm having to redo, because the baseball team came in here on muddy feet and had a video and training and stuff. So you get to come in here and redo things. You never know what's gonna go on. Come in here and slide the chairs up. So you just kind of have to come in here and go on. One of the other things that I do throughout the week is I come in here and I spray these down and I wipe them down. They get pencil marks. It is unbelievable how black that rag turns every time I wipe. And I'm like, wow, did I really clean this? So big eye opener here on that. This little vacuum cleaner right here, a lot of people have a lot of mixed reviews on this vac. Not my favorite, but it does hold good battery. And the first time I vacuumed this, I picked the chairs up and I set them straddled on these tables. And these chairs are extremely heavy, and I kept bumping into them. Talked them into get me a cordless vac. Not exactly what I would buy if I was buying it myself, but it does the job. Filter's easy to clean, easy to wash, it's easy to empty, it holds a good battery, it gets the job done. It sure beats using a corded vacuum cleaner, because man, that was wearing me out in here. So this one's light, easy to control. Got the little indicator of the battery on there, how much, but man, you can just go right up under these chairs, it swivels. It's awesome. You know, you think being a custodian that you would get hurt. I have got hurt so many times on this job. I have fell off ladders, fractured my thumb, had to go get that x-rayed one time. Check this picture out of what I did to my toe back in August. Y'all on my Facebook page seen this. I don't think I posted anything on here about this. I dropped the table on my toe, and I think I may have said something about it in one of my other videos, but I messed that toe up. Didn't break it. I thought I broke it, but I didn't break it. It turned black, it swelled, it hurt, but it's almost completely well now. There's just a little bit of a black toenail that's growing off. It's about halfway up now. Toe's a little stiff. I had to work that out. That's gonna take a little while. But listen, I'm fixing to flip this camera around and I'm gonna show y'all what I did. Now I'm vacuuming. You know, how can you get hurt vacuuming? Wow. Well, let me show you. Okay. How I got hurt vacuuming the floor was, I was vacuuming and there was a piece of trash right here. It was too big for the vacuum to pick up. And all I was gonna do was just reach down and pick it up. How hard can that be? Well, you see this chair right here? Being the old arthritis stiff man that I am, I put my hand right here just to bend down to kind of support myself, push myself back up. And that joker spun, caught me right in the temple. And, oh, good grief, I broke it. Oh, man, that's what you get for hitting me in the head. Anyway, yeah, you can hurt yourself. You gotta be careful. It ain't just wax and stripper to get you. It's spinning chairs and heavy tables. Right on my vacuum cleaner every Friday, guys. I take this thing. That's the trash dust collector. This is the little filter. And most vacuum cleaners have these, but I take this thing and I wash it off every Friday. This filter just slides right off here. It just slides right off. And I just wash this out, squeeze it out good, and hang it up. When I come in Monday, it's good. I also put a little cleaner on there to give it a fresh smell. We won't have that musky smell. Fill this up with water, cleaner, shake it up good, keep it fresh smelling. What I like to do is I take these filters and I put them in a paper towel and I give them a good squeeze. That helps get a lot of the water out of them. Because if you don't get as much as you can out, you come in here on Monday, this thing won't be saturated, but it'll be just wet enough that when you put it back in that vacuum cleaner, it's gonna clog up with some dust and just be damp, and it will have that musky smell. So get that as dry as you can. I don't care what kind of vacuum cleaner you're using, if it has any kind of foam filter like that. Most of them do, especially your bagless. And just wash that out. Put some smelly good on there. Squeeze it out really good. Hang it up. You'll be ready. I don't know what kind of mop panels y'all prefer. Oh, this is my bathroom mop. Smart bathroom mop. But it has these things have been around. These used to be metal, where you loosen this and thing flips over and you put the mop in there and you have to twist this back. I don't like these things. I just don't like them. Because when I take these off to wash them or whatever, when I put them back on, I have to fight with this thing to get it tight enough. When I start using it, I've had to take pliers and get it loose because I tightened it too tight. Just not a fan. And I found this grip style. This is what I've always used, is this grip style. Fix to mop the halls, because I like to have a bathroom mop, classroom mop, hall mop, whatever. But you just put your mop in there, whether you like loop ends or whatever. That's your personal choice, and dust is flying everywhere off this mop. But you just twist that. Just put it in and twist it. Kind of center it up. It ain't going nowhere. Really like this mop. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mop these halls, because there's only one person in here today, so it's rained this week. Halls are real not bad, but they're just kind of got that footprints of rain and muddy type stuff on there, and we know that'll turn into dust. So I'm gonna mop that up. This is the system they have here. Comment, spick and span, Mr. Clean Floor Finish. Mostly the only thing I ever use of this is the Mr. Clean Floor Finish. It has a good smell. It does not, it doesn't door your floors. So I really like this stuff. I'll explain more about where they get this stuff here in a few minutes. But it's just the, fill and go is pre-mix. Just mash the button and fill your bucket up. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Well, that's just some of the few things that happen around here and some of the things I do. And, you know, getting yourself hurt, self-inflicted wounds. I might ought to call my wife and make sure the life insurance is paid up. My word. Anyway, it's Friday. It's a half a day for me on Fridays. I'm going down here and getting my mops out of the wash machine. And if the weather holds up and it's not too bad, I might go a little crappie fishing or crappie fishing. Some of y'all people call it white perch, whatever. Good eating fish, I know that. Anyway, I am out of here. You guys that work in the public school system, you know what you got to do. Us guys that work in a college, we know what we got to do. Y'all guys that work in the hospitals and different things, you know what you got to do. But guys, what I want you to do is leave me comments below about the things that we talked about today, the struggles you have, the ways that you can like suggest some stuff for Mr. Jeff, some videos, some footage, some things you'd like to see. You guys take care of yourself. You have a great week. Go out there and clean something. Take out some garbage, mop some floors, whatever you need to do, clean some bathrooms, because you know somebody's going to mess up in about 5 minutes. You got to do it again. Y'all have a great day.